I'm back. Hi everyone. I was out of range for the weekend. My family abducted me and took me on a camping weekend. It was absolutely fabulous. We went to a game reserve. I've taken masses of photos. I have kept a little journal, and I'll be putting that all together, and we'll do a video on that sometime in the reasonable future. But today we're going back to Masterboard magic because I have a journal to put together, don't I? My remembery. So that's where I'm going at the moment. I've spent the morning scanning in the old magazines so that I don't lose the contents, because what I'm doing is I'm actually using the magazine contents themselves in the masterboard. So now this is a masterboard thingy that I'm not very used to. I haven't done one before. I've watched a few videos, but I haven't done one before. It's a decoupage masterboard. So bear with me and I'll see how we go. I've cut out a whole lot of little advertisements and things from one of my antique magazines, and I've just set aside a couple of these ones to go in. Then I've got a music sheet that I coffee dyed, I think, sprayed with coffee, and I've taken out a couple of those pieces. I've got bits off a freebie masterboard or a freebie page that I've had for some time. I've got those little bits. Then I've got some scrap papers. I've also, I'll show you guys, not this time, but sometime, I've been building myself some little boxes for storage, and used some rather beautiful, but not for me, paper to cover them. And this is a couple of scraps left over from that. Then something out of a magazine, couple of scraps, a little piece of map, another one of those strips, a little bit of tracing paper, and then this is something I quickly did from a photo I took this weekend. It's actually lichen growing on a rock, and I blew it up, and it's not a very nice clear picture anymore because I blew it up too much, and the you know, it's now become a bit pixelated, I suppose. But little pieces of this are also going in there, and then the substrate is the good old packaging paper, my favorite. So here we go. I think I'll start off with something that will just give me a kind of a starting point. Let's see. We've got that one and that one are very similar. Got 3 of these. We've got 3 of these somewhere. And we've got 2 music strips. Or is it 3? No, 2 music strips. And a little bit of map. And a couple of pieces of that. So I think I'm going to start with bit of music sheet. Or in fact, let me just glue these down quickly. I'm going to try and use the glue stick, even though this paper is very old and very fragile. But I think if I'm careful, it'll be okay. I will be covering the completed masterboard with liquid matte medium to give me a non-porous surface in case I decide to chop it up and put some more stuff on top. So it's always a good idea to do something like that. There we go. These are actually such lovely little ads. I've been reading them as I've been cutting them out this morning, and some of them are really quite amusing. And what's really mind-blowing are the prices of things on here. I mean, what's this? Dried fruit per pound. Apricots, 1 shilling and 1 cent per pound. Almonds, hard shell, 8 pence per pound. Currants, 11 pence per pound. Dessert figs, 1 shilling and 1 penny. Yeah, it's really quite fun. Right, so now we're going to put this across here. I'm going to leave these little outside edges as well, because that's fine. We can overlap as we go, can we not? Put that one right there. How's that? And then this one, before I forget, I'm just going to tear it in half so that we're working with the rule of 3. Okay, this is rather bold, so I think this should go to the bottom because it's a very, very, very bold advertisement. Nectar tea, whatever that may be. It sounds like possibly a fruit tea. It's difficult to judge because one wonders what was consumed in those days. Was there such a thing as a fruit tea? Hadn't that been invented yet? Here we go, that looks rather nice. And then we don't have to put an advertisement up here, we can just put something of a similar color. So let's do that, perhaps. I hope I'm not going to be disappointed in this, because having not done this before, it's a little bit iffy, isn't it? But that's okay. Yeah, that looks rather nice. And now this is, I think, some kind of a salad. Oh, this is rather sweet. Great African cough drops, and they're called Sefuba cough drops. And Sefuba is actually Zulu, well, an Nguni word. So it's Zulu and Xhosa. It's a word for cough or chest problems. There's quite a big ad. I've got bits of it still. The Great African, what's this? Osmond's Great African Remedies Limited is the name of the company. Yes, I have a dragonfly. And this dragonfly is done on tissue paper, so the liquid matte medium will make it disappear. There we go. It doesn't come up as transparent as if you were doing it on the blank ply of a paper napkin, but it still looks lovely, I think. Okie dokie. Now, what are we doing? We've got a few more little things to get in here. I need one more of these because I've only got two. So let's put that there. No, I don't think so. Let's put it over there, it's better. That. Can actually put a teeny tiny little piece of map. Where did I see a tiny little gap there? That'll do. Okay, I'm going to go off camera now and just cut a few little pieces of paper that I need to use. Okay, this is now the finished masterboard. I made a couple of mistakes and I'm quite happy to point them out. I stamped with my permanent ink and my little round stamps here just to add some more texture and interest to the page, and forgotten that I'd done it. I started to paint over it with the liquid matte medium before waiting for the ink to dry, so it has smudged, but it is not the end of the world, as we all know. These things can be worked around. Other than that, I'm quite happy with the result. It's my first attempt, as I said. The one thing that I've realized is because all my work I do as A5 size paper or pages, I would actually need it to be this way. It would need to be done in a landscape fashion and not in the portrait fashion that I've done. But it's not the end of the world. I mean, this can still be cut into the size of an A5 should I want to use it that way. And the remainder can be used for pockets and tags and what have we. So it's not the end of the world. It's my first try at this particular kind of masterboard, and I'm pretty happy with it. So there we go, folks. I'm back and I will be producing weekly again, and just being a little bit more active on YouTube. Yesterday was a bit off. I love this word. It's my favorite English word. I was somewhat discombobulated, you know, after my weekend away, all the excitement, all the running around. I kind of got home yesterday and sort of melted, so I didn't achieve all that much. However, I'm back and I'm busy and I'm doing what I love. So please have a look at this, see what you think of my first attempt. You can be as stern as you like. If I haven't done things the way they ought to be done, please tell me, because I don't know this. And yes, like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and as always, please comment, because your comments are so important to me. And until next time we talk, stay well, stay warm, stay safe, and bye bye.